Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Nordcraft video. Today, we're going to be learning how to add PostHog to our Nordcraft website or application. And I just want to have a couple of disclaimers here from the start. One, there is already a package called Pixel, I believe, and it does connect to PostHog. Now, the reason I created this PostHog specific one is because I just wanted more events and things that I can trigger with PostHog because that's the main analytics tool that I use. So this tool I haven't actually released yet, but by the time this video goes live, it will be released. And I would really appreciate your help if you find any bugs or if you find something that you need, if you go over to the Discord and you go to the packages channel and you find that PostHog channel that I will create, just go ahead and let me know there if there's any bugs or anything missing that you would like to add to this package, and I'll do that for you guys. So let's go ahead and install this package. So we're going to come to packages here. We're going to just search for PostHog. Oh, that's not how you spell that. PostHog. And you're to see, hey, it's by me. And we're going to install that draft package. Now in here, in your application, what you're going to do is you're going to put this on whatever kind of provider or wrapper component that you have for every single page that you want to track. So for me, I'm going to put this on my app provider component because this component goes on literally every single page of my applications. So what you're going to do, you're going to come to whatever provider or wrapper component that you have, and we're going to go to onload here, and then we're going to do PostHog, and we're going to do load. Now you're going to see that these are all the events that I have currently in this package that you can use. But for right now, we just want this load one. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to go to PostHog and you're going to get your key. If you just come over to settings here, you're going to get your key from right here. I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. And the way that this package works is it's going to closely mimic the SDK. So if there's defaults here, that'll be the same defaults that'll be in this application. So for example, the region default is the US one. So I will leave that be. The person profiles is the identified only. So I will leave that be. So if you want to change those, then you can. And I will eventually set up a page with all the documentation so that you can read that. So what we're gonna do, we have our key, and typically what I do is I just go ahead and create a formula. As you can see, I already have one here called PostHog key, which would come in here and you can paste your key. Oh, that was not my key, that was the URL. We're going to copy that and we're going to paste the key like so. Then we'll come back to our provider and we want to add our key here. So I'll do PostHog and key. And that's pretty much all you need. Now, you can do something on the ready. So once PostHog is ready, you can do some other events if you want to, but you don't actually need to call your PostHog events on the ready because the way the package works is it's waiting for PostHog to be initialized and then it'll run whatever it is that you need to run. So, for example, now we can use this if I go to my home page and let's just say we have a button and I'm just going to say that this is the super secret button. And when you click on this button, what I want to happen is I want to do a PostHog event in which we will call totally not a super secret button. For the event name, you just Name that whatever you want. And then properties, this is kind of like JSON. So whatever you want to pass in extra there. So for example, I can do an object and can do like email and pass in whatever email. Like if you did a form or something like that, you can pass that in here. And then you know what? Actually, on the event captured, we'll go ahead and we'll just do a log saying the event was successfully captured or something like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try this in an incognito tab. I know this isn't a incognito tab. Reason being, I'm not sure if this is me or if this is Nordcraft, but we get a lot of errors here to do with PostHog. Now, if it's me, I will go ask the Nordcraft team on how to fix this. But I know that this works if you try it in a incognito tab. So I'm just going to copy this URL, go to incognito, and we'll see that if we go to the inspect here, you'll see that we don't have those same errors. So now let's go ahead and click on the super secret button, boop, like so, and we get the event was successfully captured. So now let's go ahead and actually check it in PostHog here. So I'm just going to refresh, and I believe, what did we name that again? Totally not a super secret. Okay. So I'm going to go just search my events really quickly. And you can see we have that totally not a super secret button event in which we can click. And currently right now, it's not going to tell us any of the top properties that we have. I think you have to wait 2 minutes for that. So I might come back and show you that, but it should say email here. And yeah, that's basically the gist of how this works. And we have a few events in here. Like we have resets, we have opt in and opt out if you're, I think, in the EU. If you need those, identify, get distinct ID, and all that stuff. So, like, for example, I could do get distinct ID, and then I can log whatever that ID is. If I go to log, and then I go to event, you will see that we get the ID. There's the example of it, and we open that. I think I have to click the button for it, but you can see we also get our ID from PostHog right there. Now, if we go back to the super secret button, or totally not a super secret button, let's actually refresh this. And here you can see, there we go. There is the email property that we passed in earlier. And it gives you an example of what I passed in, the j@lowcode.com. So yeah, that's basically the gist to it. Again, I would really appreciate it if you guys can help me develop this better to suit your needs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, happy building.